Hey everyone, this is Coach Markus from Method3 Fitness. I'm here to show you how to properly warm up right before your golf game. Have you ever showed up 5 minutes right before your tee time getting on your cleats? Well, that's no good, and that's not going to help improve your golf game. So I have a few moves that I need you to follow along with, and we'll get you warm and ready for that 18th and possibly that 19th. Okay, so we're going to start off with a TRX. Yeah, I know. You may not have a TRX at your club, but don't worry. I'm going to show you what club to use. Okay, so we're going to take our TRX and we're going to sit into this lower back stretch. You got to wake your back up, wake your hips up. And so you're just going to hang out there for 5 seconds and then you're going to make your way back up. Do it again, sit your hips back. And I would say give me somewhere between 5 to 10 reps depending on your time. You don't have a TRX right before you're golfing. Yeah, that's most of us. So you're going to pull out 2 clubs, preferably ones that are close to each other. Don't pull out a driver and then a putter. Something like your 6 and your 7. Go ahead and place them on the ground. Take your hands on top of your golf club. Same thing. Stretch your hips. Sit them back. And you're just going to hang out there. And that's the same thing. And it may be easier because your golf clubs are going to be slightly longer than these poles that I have here. So that's our first stretch. We're looking for somewhere between 5 to 10 reps. Don't make it take forever, but also take your time. Next, we're going to go for a forward lunge stretch. If your club does have a TRX, I would recommend using this, but like I said, you don't have to stress if you don't have this. So you're going to take a forward stretch, and that's really going to open up the front side, our hips. Let the hands fall back naturally. Come back to center and step it out. Same thing. We're looking for about 5 reps on this one. You don't want to overdo it, just enough to wake it up. Once again, if you don't have the TRX, that's okay. You could always just do a forward lunge stretch. You could always take your club right behind. You could do a forward stretch here, step it back. And if it's a little too much to do a forward stretch, just not feeling that at the moment, just do a step back lunge. And you can still get into it because we're really trying to open that hip and that hip flexor so we can get you ready for some better rotation. After you knock out 5 reps of that, we're going to go to our club squat warm-up. So you'll take any golf club right out of your bag. Someone might look at you funny, but they don't know you're getting ready to rock and roll and have the best game of your life. So you're getting ready to squat it out. And this is about 5 to 10 reps. Do not rush the squat. Once you get there, hang out, feel it, see if your quads are on. Stand it back up. Really try to keep your shoulders out of the mix. We don't want to be here. Don't stress out. Golf already makes us enough stressed out, so don't add any additional stress. Then we're going to go into a hinge. So that was 5 reps to 10 reps of your squatting. Hinge. We're getting ready to stick our hips straight back with our club and then come right back up. The lower back stretch was a little different because your arms were extended. You were getting more of your lats. This is directly into our hips and if you need our hamstrings, and if you need a little bit more of a hamstring stretch, let's go ahead and bring that stance a little closer. The club also helps us keep our back flat because naturally once we start to fall forward, we're going to want to round the shoulders. Well, the club is kind of in the way, so it's a good thing. All right, soft bend at the knees if you need to, and that's also somewhere in that 5 to 10 rep range depending on your time. Next, we're going to go to my fun one. This is the fun one right here. This is the club squat rotation. Add a little dynamic if you want some flair, but you're going to do both sides. I know you swing from one direction, but it's good to wake up both sides. So we're going to go ahead and squat here with your club, and then you're just going to rotate around without moving those hips. Stand it back up. 5 should be plenty. So what I would do, I would start off on my non-dominant side so I can do that side first and finish strong with my good side. So we got about 5 of these on our left, 5 on our right. If you want to add a little dynamic to this, I would do maybe 2 or 3 reps on each side, but let me show you what a dynamic swing looks like. So we're going here, and now we're corking as you were on your backswing, and then you're going to explode and come through. All right, let me show you that one more time. You're going to go ahead and squat and take your time. This is a sequence, just like your golf swing. Rotation, come through. Make sure you do both sides. That's very important. All right, moving on. We have lateral steps. Most people don't have mini bands unless you pull them out of your bag, but you don't need a mini band. All you have to do is get your hips back, and you're just gonna wake up moving laterally. And you're gonna do about 10 steps to the left, 10 steps to the right, but don't go all 10 in a row because then you'll be way off in someone's tee box. Please keep it close. So maybe a couple to the left, couple to the right, as long as it equals 10, 15, 20, somewhere around that zone where you're not getting overly tired, and you're gonna be just fine. Our final stretch, figure 4 stretch. We know you don't have the TRX as your club, but if you do, go ahead and place your leg right on top of your quad. You're gonna go ahead and sit your hips back as deep as they'll go. And you just hang out here for about 15, 20 seconds. You're really gonna feel the outside of that hip working. You know that's where that power is gonna get ready to come from. So you hang out there 30 seconds. If you don't have a TRX, that's all right. Hopefully where you're at has some form of a bench, or you can go ahead and sit in your cart, and you're gonna take it down, fully extend one of your legs because we wanna make it easy to plop your other leg right on top. See how that's easy? And then now if you want more dynamic stretch, walk that heel in. So now the leg's already up rather than trying to swing this way up here, it's too much. And you can control the stretch. You can also take your hand, hey there, push it down, open up that hip. Once again, you gotta do both sides. 30 seconds on the left, 30 seconds on the right. That whole time you were just doing this series, someone over there, yeah, over there, they're watching you. They're getting jealous. They wanna play how you're getting ready to play. But don't tell them any secrets. Once again, this is Coach Markus showing you how to warm up properly before your golf game. Hit them straight.